Good news! It's early and I'm ready, so I might as well be live. Hey, Wedge. Thank you again for being the first person in chat, according to the command. But the command is what counts. I'm sitting comfortably. The cat did not steal my chair while I was making the tea. However, she is now sitting on top of my computer. And I think she will benefit from the fact that I am streaming and recording, producing a little bit of warmth for her to sit on and slowly cook. It also means that if I want to, I can just... Hang on, let me test the theory. I can put my finger out and I can go... Boop! Yeah, I did. She just sniffed my finger like, what are you doing? Good girl. Sorry, I had to. The cat was there. It's so fluffy. Right. We spent the weekend on TB, and this week's streams, I'm going to do probably 2 Dragon's Lair streams and 1 TB stream. Although I could do 1 and then do something else on Sunday. We'll see. But I figured rather than doing TB again today, which would be the 3rd TB stream in a row, I'd get back to Dragon's Lair and then TB tomorrow. At least that's the plan. Now, my intention was to decide what I'm doing as soon as I went live. First thing, I want a chicken pit. Don't ask me why. There are lots of chickens here, and I want to make enough chickens that I never need to breed them again, and I could make a chicken cooker, but TV stream, did Bedrock stop crashing? It did, sort of. I fixed it, ish, kind of. Right, I want a chicken pit so that I can just hop in, feed a zillion chickens and feed them all up. So if I make a little hole in the ground somewhere, I can lure them in, and when I've got spare seeds, which I often get, I can feed them and get rid of the seeds. I think my first step is to cut this tree down. This would be a perfect spot for my chicken pit. Which does remind me, at some point, I have a cunning plan to produce a gambling system that uses chickens. I'm going to talk about it now, however it's probably months, maybe even years away. I like the idea of having a race course for chickens, where you release the chickens and there being a glass ceiling, and each time they go through a trap door, it closes up behind them so they can only pathfind one way down the path. I like the idea of watching them slowly go down and people being able to gamble their channel points on different chicken colours. So, you know, is it going to be the red chicken or the blue chicken? That sort of thing. Oh, actually, what would make really good sense if I had 3 chickens in parallel with the 3 different varieties of chicken. Just thought of that. Just thought of that just now. I feel really clever. So that's an eventual thing I'd love to build. I was going to chop that down to be 1 tall, but realistically, I do not need to keep bamboo here. I have a bamboo farm. I also have a shovel. What the heck? There it is. For a second there, I thought I'd lost my shovel. But this pit is 2 blocks deep. And we make it maybe 5 by 5? That should be plenty. So, like that. 2, 4, 5. Aladar, welcome in. Yeah, it's an eventual goal to have gambling on chickens. Like horse racing, but chicken racing is different. I like the idea. Just do it occasionally. Right. Chickens will go in there. I need a way of getting out. If I were to put carpet on top of this block, would that stop chickens getting out? I presume not, but a fence gate would be fine. Not fence gate, fence post. Let's grab a carpet, some eggs, and a fence post, of which I have 2 oak ones. That'll work perfectly well. Wool. If I were wool, where would I be? There, next to the wall. 2 blue. That works perfectly. Excuse me. I'll take these. And we will fit chickens into the hole. side quest. I want to get rid of those chickens, but I keep thinking, if I get rid of them, I won't get enough food forever. So I basically want a double chest full of KFC. Put these around the edge, and if I put if I just throw some eggs in, I can grab some seeds. Worst case scenario, I'll leave them back into the hole. Duh. And I need hay bales, so this gives me a reasonable way of getting rid of the seeds and testing how many chickens the server can run. Really? A whole stack of eggs? Thank you. Oh, I forgot to put the... It's fine. If I put that there, and if I were to hold some wheat seeds, can you get up to me? You can. Right, let's try that again. But this time it'd be different. I'll put there and there, and that on top. They can't follow me out, can they? No, but I can get out. Perfect! This works fine. I will just slowly get rid of all of the seeds I've built up. And we'll have lots of chickens, plenty of food, and when people join me, I can just say, help yourself. Bye, Jasmine. She's no longer on my computer. She's now going back to her box. She enjoys sitting on the computer, but normally for like a minute or two. That was the longest she's sat on my computer for a while. It was like 5 minutes. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about overheating. Do I have any more eggs in here? No, but I could take these ones for a walk. Yeah, chicken, 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 chicken. And we'll take these, and a chest. Lava. Thank you. I will take a chest. Yeah, chicken, 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 chicken. None of them stupid enough to jump into the lava. Speaking of which, last time I had a baby chicken loose, it stepped into the lava. I didn't kill it. It decided to jump in. I was actually kind of annoyed. If I'm honest. Yeah. Look, I'm holding seeds in both hands. Can I be more alluring to chickens? No, I can't. Go on, in your pop. You. Oh, there's an odd number of chickens. That's fine. This chest can go here. And most of the seeds can go in. Pop, and the rest. Done. It's good to see the iron farm working again. Pick these up. I'll do a quick harvest of this. I did notice I was running a little bit low on paper. And seeing as I plan on moving... Gosh. Improving my library to have all the books, I need the paper so I can trade with villagers. Just, it's necessary. Even if I just make books, it's still necessary. What's down here? This is directly next to our base, but yet... Don't remember if Oh. Oh no. I'm stuck! I'm stuck, I tell you! Whew. Made it out alive. Don't know why I bothered to make holes in there. Whether it was to light it up, or whether it was so I could have air pockets, it doesn't make sense. That goes in. Well, that goes in, and this comes with me. I did sort out my inventory earlier today, yesterday, a couple of days ago, whenever it was. I tidied up. There was a good number of shulkers around here where I'd offloaded junk. And so I've been a good boy and tidied it all up. Look, there's nothing to be sorted. And we will fix that. Like that. We do have some eggs in here. I think 5 stacks is plenty, so we'll take these out. We'll get rid of them. Over those. Also, the temperate chicken head probably belongs in here. do have too many things. Just tidying up. I would also like to move a number of the books from up there to the storage over that way. I need to take white dye with me and glowing sacks. Got 1 chicken for that. Oh, 2, 3. 3 chickens. Totally worth it. And less of my storage being spoken for. So if I... That's quite a good throw. And if any babies hatch, they'll step in there anyway. Perfect. Don't need it to be accurate. Get rid of these fences. These have been here for far too long, and whilst I haven't chosen everything for the chests I have, it's still nice to have the extra space. I'll take that. Grab 1 of these. Put the hopper away, and grab some chests. Almost like I've got it sorted. 2, 3. Like that. Don't have anything for it yet. And actually, considering I haven't increased the size of this for a long time, I'm doing alright on storage. Which is something I can't say for Ramble Life. I logged onto Ramble Life earlier, and I was just sorting out some of the random junk that I'd thrown in shulkers on the floor. Realised that I didn't have a spot allocated for some things. I went, I don't know what to do with that. It's becoming a bit of a problem. But thankfully, a problem I can ignore. Maybe. Right. Next, we need white dye, which will be either in here, if there is some, which there isn't, or in here. If I just grab this, turn it into white dye, I can take sticks with me. Okay. I can take more sticks with me. Take this stuff. So I need to make signs. And glowing sacks. Right. So the plan is simple. We fill up the shulkers with books. We move them elsewhere. I just grab this one up here. Oh. I appear to have lost my rockets. Found it. Hello, sir. On flesh. Thankfully, my area for the books, just on this little ledge, relatively spawn-proof. Relatively. There we go. Things are unlikely to come in here and try and harm me. I want that. The other stuff can go in. Supplies, you see. And then... suppose we can just rip this out. It also gets me my item frames back. Multi-shot. Could I be more organised? Yeah. Am I going to be? No. Right, let's leave this one mostly empty. And we can put all the other stuff in there first. Then that. That makes sense to me. All of this ripped out. All of these books could sit on the floor despawning until I hopefully move them before we have a problem. We don't have a problem yet, do we? Like that, like that, like that. How many Depth Strider books do I have? This is ridiculous. Okay. Next. No, that's my food! Didn't mean to do that. Okay. 2 more shulkers. 1, 2. Step over here. Put all the junk in. I have to say, this is going better than I expected. Oh no, never mind. I take it back. I really take it back. And you pop. I've got 5 minutes. I should be fine. I should be fine. Never regrets. And yes, they were all organised before I did this, and now they're not. But that's fine. Oh. In you pop, in you pop. Do that. I do have more shulkers. I don't have more shulkers. I can do this. Should I have done more? Maybe. Shulker ready. In your pot. Not shift clicking anymore. There we go. Oh, we're good. Nothing is despawning on the ground now. I'm okay. Slightly stressed there. Fine, fine. This one is full. Shall pick it up. This one is where these go. And this. And this. Sanity maintained. We're good. Should have enough spots for the shulkers. And then we can just head on over. Perfect. Easy peasy. I might have stressed a little bit there. Ancients. I'm going to pronounce it ancients. Welcome in. Thank you very much for the raid. Sand of time, ancients raid. Time to share the love. Welcome in. Oh look, there's a creeper just by my hole. Let's not land there. Oh, there's a skeleton. There's a lot of mobs. Blimey! Where did the... What? What? I've never seen so many in such a small area. I don't need to do this anymore. I have a creeper farm. Why did I decide to land? I don't know. Welcome in. How was your stream? Tell me about the stuff and the things. What were you up to today? I'd like to murder that skeleton. No, I wouldn't. I'd like to leave. I'd like to leave. Ow! Regrets. Right. Now I have my altitude. I can do the smart thing. And run away. Ow. It's fine. It's fine, I tell you. Oh, wow. I didn't take damage. Look at me go. This stuff needs to be popped on the wall and we can then sort it out. All of the books need their spaces. It's an arduous task that takes a lot of time, and so I'm really glad that I can do it while I'm streaming and have cool people with me. One of these, we have the materials I brought. It's not that one. This is the first one I did. What are the chances? That is not what I was expecting to see. Bear with. Had a lovely stream and built a small greenhouse for sniffers, though it should originally have contained a forestry flower farm, but Well, the space was a little limited, so I ended up sticking to the sniffers. I've not actually played with sniffers, which in many ways is surprising, but with a... Did I fail to pick up a shulker box? The only explanation I can think of... I'm not stressed about this, I'm just concerned. Only one shulker, and it's only over there. It's fine. Need a big to build a bigger one later on. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I don't like it, so I try and avoid it whenever possible. I did leave it. I'm really glad it was just this specific shulker box, because any of the others I probably wouldn't have noticed. Well, I would have noticed. No, I probably wouldn't. Sands of Time. Oak, welcome in. Good to see you. Right, we're going to fly down again, this time with all the materials required. Do you know what? Let's walk down the stairs. It's much safer. He says before trying. Ow. Ow. Worth it. Thwack. There goes the forehead. Right, so each of the... Sorry, I should welcome you to my corridor, where I'm keeping all of the books. So the idea is... In fact, if I can find Aqua Affinity, we can do that one first. I think I had it. I might not. Maybe I didn't have Aqua Affinity. I do have. Oh, I'm holding Aqua Affinity. That's actually rather handy. You may notice I have a texture pack, which gives me a different book design based on the enchantment. It doesn't tell you if it's the maximum of each enchantment, but realistically, I'm not keeping books that aren't the maximum. So, book will go in there. It will say what it is down below, which is what we need this for. Take this, we'll make it into a white dye. I want to make the sign white and glowy. Glowy. Like that. Aqua Affinity, there it is, and then the shells will be filled up with Aqua Affinity. And yes, I'm just throwing them in random slots. It doesn't matter. It's only going to be Aqua Affinity, and I like the idea of it looking a little bit randomized. A little bit. Sounds useful. So this is my solo-ish world, where I do get joined by friends, but it is occasional, and therefore, how many Aqua Affinity books do I need? Do I need to keep a villager for it? Or realistically, if I fill up these chiseled bookcases with Aqua Affinity, that gives me 42 of them, which is plenty, probably. And if I need more than that, I'll roll a villager until I get Aqua Affinity, but I'll only need to do that very occasionally when I run out of Bane of Arthropods books. If I get 42 of them, I'm probably good for a few years. And I don't want to have to keep all of the enchantments on all of the villagers somewhere. I'd rather just go, yep, I buy the books, and then get rid of the villager. So I do need to get a list up of all the enchantments. So Minecraft, give me a second. Minecraft enchantment list. Just enchantments. Found it. You visit this often, according to my browser. Give me a second. If I then move that tab over here, I can then see what I'm doing as I'm going down the list. So, confirming Aqua Affinity, then it was Bane of Arthropods, which I don't think I have a lot of. Blast Protection, Oh, I need more signs. Let's do that while I'm remembering. We're only going to get further away. Bark, bark, bork. A DWD. Yeah, that's right. I thought I'd mix it up. Say DWD instead of Dark Wolf Den. Did it confuse you? Confused me. My brain went, huh? Right, one crafting table. Signs. Sure, I'll take 12 for now. That'll keep me going for a little bit. Blast Protection. Breach. Yep. Lock that in. Channeling. Yep. Lock that in. And then we go around the corner to Cleaving. which isn't an enchantment in Java yet, or if it ever is, but to be honest, I'd rather have the space for it. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing, then Depth Strider, Depth Strider, Density. That. Efficiency. I need to scroll now, I can't see. Feather Falling. Yeah, Feather Falling. Fire. Oh. Fire Aspect. This is what we're doing today. You like it or not? I'm writing on signs. It's mundane, but it needs to be done. So tell me about your day. Give me something more interesting. I said fire aspect, right? Fire aspect. It's alright, I can concentrate. And anyone that says otherwise is wrong. Fire protection. Boop, boop. Oh. So good. Once I have the names in, I can pick up an enchantment and move it along relatively easily. Yes, I could have moved everything into a shulker box per enchantment, but to be honest, it shouldn't be that difficult to sort out. I don't think I would be saving a lot of energy in sorting it first. Frosty Walker. Frostwalker. Make it white, make it glow. And then round the corner. Impaling. Make it glow, make it white. I'm glad that it doesn't matter which order. Let me scroll. Infinity. Yeah. Well, I have 425 mods in Skyrim. 425? Fixing to see if I lost my main character or not. Oh, that sounds bad. Infinity. Knockback. Some of these enchantments, I don't even know if I'm going to make an effort to get. They may be ones that I go, if I happen to get some. I'm not going to bother rolling villagers specifically for them. Like knockback. Do I need knockback? I will probably end up with it on a sword at some point, and I can go, I'll use it if I want it. Right, looting, then loyalty. Loyalty. I've run out of ink sacks, and I'm nearly out of signs. Luck of the sea. Seas? Luck of the sea. And the one after that doesn't exist yet. But it will do, probably by the end of the year. Lunge. Right, need more signs. More ink sacks. But no more white dye. We're good on white dye. Let's do this. Take it through. Why 425? I'm assuming that some of those mods are kind of ones that go together as a group, but they end up being separate. That'll be enough. I've made more wood than I need to. And chicken. Yeah, the corridor is long enough. It warrants a rocket. Right. Luck of the sea. Lunge. Mending. This is going to be one of the most used books, which I may want to consider having extras of. I don't know how I would do that, but mending is kind of important. I mean, how would I do that? I suppose even just a shulker box behind feeding into the chest would work. So, for example, if I had a glide up, I can make this jump. It's only 2.5 blocks tall. Oh, I can. I did it first time every time. So if there was a hopper here pointing into there, I could then place a shulker up here if I wish to. Yeah, I'll probably aim to do that. And that means that the middle one will just restock itself automatically. So for things where I'm going to have a lot of them, that may make sense. Although then again, I am keeping the mending villager around because, well, they are useful. But that's an option, and I've got space behind each of these. Mending, next one, is here. Would be multi-shot. Boop and boop. Next. Piercing. I have made more bookshelves than I need, so it does mean that the ones near the start on the right will be unfilled, but yeah, that's alright. Piercing. Power. You have no idea how much I want to type it as power. I won't, because that would be wrong. And we have rules. Hello? Hello? I was wondering if you'd allow me to ask you a few questions like an interview for a silly college class about gaming, and I'm mind if I bother you with a few questions? Assuming they are within the rules of the channel, feel free. Gives me something to talk about, rather than waffling on about how important tea is to your daily life. It's very important. Just, I mean, it doesn't need more than that, does it? It's the most important. Protection. I'm getting what I want to get done. I feel proud. Punch. Yeah, feel free. Rules, rules, rules. Where would we be if we didn't have rules? Not in this channel, that's for sure. We have rules here. They are very strict. And they involve, if you misbehave... Yeah, that happens. That does not happen. What's Zach saying about capital punishment? Not capital punishment. What's the word? How long have you been streaming on Twitch, and what made you start? Ooh. So I've been streaming since November 2019. I started my content creation journey by making YouTube videos. I've enjoyed playing Minecraft for many years. I played with a friend of mine and used to make builds that I was very proud of, but because they were on public servers, there was no way of keeping a record other than screenshots. And for some of my builds, the screenshots didn't really do enough justice. So I recorded videos showcasing what I'd made. And because of those videos, I then got invited to a content creator SMP for Minecraft, which was called Livecraft. And Livecraft was full of content creators, all of which streamed on Twitch. I had done a couple of streams prior to joining, but they were on Mixer. And I got set up on Twitch because Ozza, a good member of the community, Button, wasn't sure if he was going to be able to make the stream weekend. So I went, I can do it if you need, maybe. So I got ready to stream just in case Ozza wasn't well enough to. As it turned out, Ozza was well enough to, so he streamed on his slot the 31st of October 2019, Halloween. And as I'd done all the prep for it anyway, I went, oh, I probably might as well start streaming on the 1st of November. So I streamed the next day for the first time on Twitch, and I already had a community around me from my Minecraft videos. And it's gone from there, and I found all sorts of awesome people online. Oh, thank you very much, Ollie, for the follow. How long have you been watching streamers play games? So for me, I I didn't watch many streams. I was mostly I was more of a YouTube watcher than a stream watcher. But I kind of found out that whilst I was making content for videos, there was a lot of time between videos where I was doing the hard work. And streaming is a really good way of doing that work while spending time with people. It makes content out of the bits that wouldn't be content for YouTube. So, for example, I will be recording a video showcasing this when it's built for my YouTube channel. But in the meantime, I get to do the work and hang out with people. We get a sense of community and everyone benefits. And it's been something that's been hugely beneficial for me. I've been able to pay bills because of streaming and people's support of me streaming. Swift Sneak? Yeah, Swift Sneak. Sorry, I know you asked a simple question. I gave a very, very long answer there. But unfortunately, as with many things, it's never as simple as you might think. Right, thorns. I may want extra thorns when I get it. Just because if you're doing a thorns armor, you use 4 very quickly. Unbreaking, same with that. And then final one is Windburst, at least final one for now. And I still have 7 slots available, which I could put joke ones on, but we'll see. On which platforms beside Twitch have you watched streamers play games? I have watched on YouTube, and I have watched on Mixer. Mixer is no longer a thing. I have watched a tiny bit on Kick, mostly just to check out the platform, and I went, nah, it's not really for me. I've had friends that stream and have gone over and tried Kick, and so I went over and checked it out there. So, but mostly in order to secure my name in case I ever decided to be over there. It's very, very unlikely. But it's one of those things that it's better to have your name on a platform and not use it than not have access to it. But yeah, mostly Twitch, Mixer, and a little bit YouTube. How long have you been playing video games, and how did that get started? I had a very fortunate upbringing. We had a computer at home, and so naturally with older siblings that used the computer and played games on it, I did the same. So my first experience of playing games would have been on my BBC Micro, which is similar age to a Commodore 64, that sort of age. BBC Micro is about the same spec. Whoop. I forgot to grab item frames. Specifically glow item frames. Or regular ones. I can turn it dice. I'll need at least that many. I will need to make more, but we can deal with that later. But yeah, I grew up playing games and having computers accessible to me, and so I've always played games, but I've also been employed for many, many years, and so they took a back burner. It's only now, where I'm old and falling apart, that I make sure I make that time. Because if I don't stop to play some games, then I will not get to enjoy the games, and I need to. Good for me, and it's good for people that enjoy being part of my community. Boop, and boop, boop, and boop. There we go. Thank you for helping me out. I will give you a shout out when my project is posted. I appreciate your time. I am curious, how, when you say posted, are you making a video? Are you I'm just curious. If it were a video, I'd love to see it. And I would love for you to come in regularly even give me updates on how well it goes. Tell me how successful you are, and your hang on, you did say your college class, yeah. Tell me whether you get an A. I mean, obviously, if you do, I deserve some of the credit. Will be a video, and oh, thank you. Zach is curious of the cat. I am always curious. And the cat is in the box. This is blast protection still. Yes, blast protection. And we pop. Also, bug bat augment. I keep looking at the pictures of the dogs that you shared. They are still cute and adorable. And I want them. I don't think Jasmine wants them, but I want them. Right. We have random stuff in here. We're just going to pick it out and put them in the right slots. Could I do it in a more organised way? Yes. Am I going to? No. I'm just going to pick something and run with it. In theory, I should be looking through for more of them. Like that. But, yeah, I'll figure it out. And it will help me get used to where things are. Like, Featherfall and be here. Oh, wow! Okay, that was... Wasn't expecting that to work, if I'm honest. Pleasantly surprised. The mod deleted it because it was YouTube. Yes. Hang on. So the bot has controls on it so that people can't just jump in and send things like that. But I will post it for you. I'm allowed to. I'm permitted. So if you post a link, the bot will delete your message. That's just done because you end up with, if you don't have that enabled, there's potential for people to join your chat and post a link that would be self-promo-y and you don't want. If regulars post link, actually I think it's locked down to subscribers, then it's okay and it's a manual deletion, but unsub, you don't want people just to be able to come in and take advantage of that. Just trying to send it to you. Yeah, I appreciate that. I know there was no malice involved and it wasn't self-promoting. It was just you posting the link, but that protection is there to prevent misuse. Silk Touch, found it. Silk Touch. Only have 3 of them. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Sharpness next, which is conveniently here. I love it when you end up in the right place at the right time. Zach's safety net versus some of you seen around the world of Twitch. Oh, they do it more naughty. Huh? I'm sure what Bugmat is saying is very, very clever. I just didn't follow it. For today is Thursday, and my brain has been spent. Catch me on a Tuesday. Tuesday? Whew, sharp as they come. Example like, do you want to buy, viewers? Yep. Hey, if I had more intelligent bots enabled, whew, you'd be in trouble right now, Bugmat, for posting those words. Boop, boop, and boop. Next. I mean, even just with a few books like that, it adds so much more depth to it. You know, your brain is on Friday already. Yep. It's not even Friday yet, but my brain thinks it is. It's gone, oh, I'm checked out. It's the weekend. Oh, Mrs. Dragon just arrived in the room shouting, it's the weekend! It's not. Oh, it is. Okay. Mrs. Dragon has Friday off work. She's very happy about it. Willing to gloat. PPP respiration? Quick. Punch. Protection! Found it. Just throw these in. We've got lots of protection. But in fairness, when I had it offered to me as an enchantment, I went, I will buy lots of them because essentially they go on at least 3 pieces of armor per person. Normally. But they get used up very quickly. Boop. 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 I'm going to fill this. I'm going to fill this up. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, there's an achievement. Shelf expression. I did the thing. Gotta press the button. Thank you for watching through the ads. Hopefully, it lets me know when they're back. Then I can show my gratitude properly for sticking through the ads. Speaking of which, little peek behind the curtain. Due to I had some significant raids last month. And we had stream weekends, so I had a good number of viewers in 3 or maybe 4 streams, which earn basically a month's worth of ad revenue per stream, which isn't a lot. I normally get like $5-6 a month in ad revenue, but I wasn't expecting it, and I was pleasantly surprised when I've gained like $20 for ad revenue this month. I've returned from the ad prison. Welcome back from the ad prison. It's not a prison. You can leave anytime you want. I'm just grateful that you didn't. Protection. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if I have too many protections, but it's fine. Silk touch, and I need to eat before I go splat. Again. Get your bag. I'd be lying if I said that Twitch has made me rich, but it during the pandemic. So I'm peek behind the curtain again. I'm self-employed, have been for many years. During the pandemic, I was not earning enough to pay my bills, and actually, the income from streaming was enough to keep my head above water and get me out of debt. So I'm very, very grateful and fortunate for it. That's fine. That's fine. I want a red book, please. Nope, that's blue. Oh, red book! I know where they go. But yeah, so normally I'm at $5-6 a month for ad revenue. It's not a huge amount, but it's worth having. But last month was 22, I think. Just a lot. And it's going towards my mortgage. That's with every payment I get. After I interview some more gamers, thank you again for your time. You can tell, you know when it's ready. Fantastic. Right, what was I saying? What was I going to do? Something else that my brain went off on 2 different tangents at once, and I went, I can explore one of these avenues. Well, I'll park that one because I'll remember that one, and I'll do the thing that's more obscure because I'll forget that if I don't do that now. And then I forgot the obvious one and remembered the obscure one. I love my brain. Brain is braining. Take all of these. And we're good. First off, I'm breaking. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having the books in here just because it adds a little bit of something. Je ne sais quoi. Windburst? Unbreaking! I don't have many unbreaking. I don't think I've ever had a villager for it. I've just ended up with unbreaking on a couple of books from enchanting. So when I get to 30 levels, I will often go, let's just see what the enchantment table gives me. Sometimes it's good. The rest of the time, not so much. Riptide next, because I have several of them. Riptide. Nope. Oh, I went past it. Riptide. Found it. 1 book in and on a shelf. Supposed to be there. There. Sharpness, that's just next to it. Nice. Didn't realise I bought so many sharpness books. But again, that's just so much more than that. Just looks better. In every measurable and immeasurable way. Respiration. Haha, I knew where it was without having to check. don't have any books to go on the shelves, but that's fine. Law. L. Okay. K. L. Loyalty. Loyalty. What did I say it was? Law. As in, I'm alluring. Don't disagree with me, it's true. I do really enjoy these books. I'd like this to be added to vanilla. I don't see a reason not to. Just having a little bit of a different texture for each book makes so much sense. We hop on to Creative One, and I do E. All of these books are separate entries anyway, so it really wouldn't take much to add these textures. And yes, you could even have a number on them or something to show what level they're at, but to be honest, even just with the one design per enchantment makes such a difference to the readability and the recognition of what it is. At a glance you go, that's... I like it. It's a fantastic little addition to the game. Multi-shot. I have multi-shot. Oh yeah, that was the first one I did. Flame infinities over this way. Paling infinity. Fire won't be too far from here, so we'll do fire aspect. Frost. Fortune. Flame. Fire protection. Fire aspect was around the corner. I remember putting this one up. See, that just tells you what it is. It's great. And while I'm at it, flame. Flame. Oh, I love it. Depth Strider is on our way back to storage. Oh no, it's not. It's down here. Cursive. Depth Strider! I'm not entirely sure what that is. Is that a dolphin on the book? I looked at that for a while trying to work out what it is, and it looked a bit like a fork. But a dolphin does make more sense, I suppose. Oh no, that's not a rocket. That's a rocket! Aqua Affinity. Wow, I really do have a lot of Aqua Affinity. Let's do that now, because we are right next to it. I wouldn't be surprised if I have 42. I need 43 of each total to do the item frame and fill the bookcases, which is probably the aim. However, if I'm short of it, I'm not going to bother getting a villager just in order to fill it up. That's good. Oh, that's fortune. And because we have 42. Gotcha. That's now empty. Break it up. Put it away. Let's put this back to full screen. So unbreaking, fire, and riptide. Unbreaking's on the way out. Somewhere over here. Windburst. Unbreaking. Wrong one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Fire aspect, power, riptide. Riptide. You off. Bye. Mrs. Dragon is leaving me. It's just me and the cat. Such a sad time. Thank heavens I've got you lot. Riptide? Riptide! Why did I buy so many riptides? I know I said I planned to fill up each bookcase and then I don't have to worry about having the villager back. And sure, I would have had a riptide 3 villagers, so I'll buy a few now. I don't even have a trident. And if I do have a trident, how many riptide books am I going to use? I'd need at least 42 riptide tridents to warrant having 42 books. And that's if I didn't use any for channeling. Which I would. Fire aspect is flame. Fire protection. Fire aspect. Good. And like that. Power. Power. Throw it up. Put it in. Looking so much better. And clearing through the backlog at this rate, I might be able to get to this room. Let's take this out. Put it away. We are now at the point where I'm probably not far from just taking the shulkers with me. Wow, a lot of depth strider. A lot of depth strider. Cleaving. Curse. Depth strider! I almost wish that there was a quicker way of doing this, like a shift clicking to put as many as you can fit in. I'm assuming there isn't. There may very well be, and I'm just not aware of it. That. Boop and boop. Misclick. Wow. I'm rather happy with this. And we're not even finished because there's supposed to be torches hanging down. I think I designed it to have torches hanging. Difficult for me to remember because... Or check it up. Check it out. Language with the arrival sound! Donut with the arrival sound! So now it's the arrival time. Everyone just makes their presence known by making noises like that. How you doing, Donut? That pops in. Let's get rid of these. I could take the chocolates with me. I'm just not. Flame. Flame! Found it! I'm good at making noise. Depends on the noise as to whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. If the noise is... good thing. If the noise is... probably a bad thing. Just examples that are sitting there in front of me as options. Yes, those were the first ones I went, yeah, that seems disgusting enough. I was looking for a fart. I don't have a fart button. I have jokes about no farts. Not jokes. Things about no farts. You know, the Morgan Freeman one. You've heard it before. You've been here long enough. You've heard all my sounds by now. Shh. Looting. I think looting was what I was looking at. Yeah, looting. Oh. That goes in. This goes there. And all the looting goes in the slots. There. Sharpness, unbreaking, and multi-shot. Try and remember that as I'm walking down the corridor. Multi-shots over here. So do that one. Sharpness. And I'm breaking. Yeah, what kinds of noises? Breaking. Just seeing it like that where it's being used, it just makes it feel real, makes it feel useful. As opposed to, I've thrown them in a chest and no one other than me who has the texture pack knows which is in which barrel. This, much simpler. I could see Witherbag or Impish joining me and go, oh, I need a sharpness book. I go, ah, you know where to go. And finding the book without any difficulty. Loyalty. More Depth Strider. More Riptide. And Empty Shulker. My original plan for this wall was to make it look like an entrance that's been caved in, but I'm not entirely sure how I go about doing that. Right, let's start with the fire aspect. Because that's here. Boop. Fire aspect. Poppy pop. Light pop. Riptide. It's the sort of thing that I need to rope in a talented builder like Phantom. Phantom would be a good person to rope into that. Also gives me an excuse to spend some time with him. He's a really, really cool guy. And, dare I say, one of the best reasons for being a member of TV. One of. There are other reasons. But one of. Depth Strider. So what have you been up to, Donut? Tell me about the stuff and the things. Well, I realised I have a lot of Depth Strider. 1, 2, 3. Fly. Oh, I have that. I thought I was adding another book that I didn't already have the item frame for. I like having the item frame, it's just that all graphic. Donut says, I'm preparing for my next D&D campaign that starts today. Who's running the D&D campaign? I don't know much about D&D, but I know that's an important question to ask. Cactus, thank you very much for the lurk. I'm going to throw that there, even though I don't have the book for it. Projectile loyalty. Loyalty first. I am the resident DM. Right, so you have all the answers. How long do you expect the campaign to take? I know it's always approximate because, well, you don't know how long people are going to take figuring out a very simple thing that you've designed. And I know that it's also up in the air because you can change things as you go through. I mean, realistically, you may set out expecting a certain pace and realise that these people are idiots and then have to change the pace slightly. But what is your aim? Projectile and regular protection. It's over this way. P. PPP. I know the order of the alphabet. Regular protection. Oh, I haven't done the protection. And projectile protection. That works. There's also a zombie down here, which means not that one. Not that one either. I thought this was where I left the exit. There's one over here. And I have 20 torch, which is not going to do a lot. But... oh. Oh, this one is meant to be a long one. We are finishing our first campaign tonight that took about 6 months, mostly because everyone was still very new to D&D. This one should move along a bit quicker, but it is a much more in-depth campaign, so I imagine we'll probably take most of a year. Okay. Also, we're playing every week now instead of every other week. I would imagine every other week would be quite difficult. So I struggle enough when playing games. If I do not play it at least once a week, I will very easily forget where I'm at and what I was up to, and kind of getting back into it is difficult. We had that even when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order. Speaking of which, I do have Jedi Survivor and I would love to play it. Just need to find the excuse to start and make it a thing where I do it once a week. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I was playing Jedi Fallen Order, I found myself stopping every time I went live to go, right, what was I doing? What was the quest I was on? Where am I? What's the next goal? Because it gives you the option of choosing where you want to go. Whew. Can I remember whether I've just finished the place I'm at or whether I've just started it? Nope. You want unlimited power. 504 bits for unlimited power. That's how it goes. You want unlimited power, you have to pay bits for it. Don't you dare. That was a joke. I mean, it's true, but it was said in jest about paying. Don't pay for it. Just imagine it. It's fine. Right. Flame. Yeah, that was part of the problem with the last campaign. We went through several other players that just couldn't play regularly enough. Now we have 5 players that are much more consistent and already and eager to play every week. Yeah, just also having it as a every week thing makes it more rigid in your mind as to when you're doing it. So if I'm committing to something, I'd much rather commit to something every week than every other week. I mean, Mrs. Dragon has every other Friday off, for example. I lose track of which Friday she's off because it's every other week. I'm like, was it last week or this week that's off? I can't remember. And then all it takes is one person in your campaign to forget and be unsure and book something on the wrong day, thinking, "Oh, I thought it was next week. Oh, whoops!" And suddenly, you're a member down. Channeling. I'm glad I have one of those. I don't think I have more than one. I think it's one of those enchantments I got and went, oh, okay, that's handy. It's good to have one. And I don't need to get a villager. Flame! Wow. I must have got 40. I seem to have had flame in every... Multi-shot? Do you get my shoulders back? Plus these ones, which are for fortune. Let's do multi-shot first. Went the wrong way. I've only ever played a single... I can go the wrong way. A single D&D campaign. It was a one and done. Like an introduction one, Karis ran it. And this is flame. This is multi-shot. Don't put the wrong ones in. I enjoyed it, and I could see myself enjoying it regularly and wanting to do it often. However, in order to do to be part of a D&D campaign, I'd have to give something else up, and I didn't have something that I was willing to give up. So I went, oh, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I could, but didn't want to. If I had unlimited time, there are so many things that I would add to my list of things that I'm doing. I just, unfortunately, don't have unlimited time. Yeah, we played a few one-shots at the beginning to get everyone into the game. Yeah, it's a very different thing, and also for someone who is... I'm going to say socially awkward. I mean me. It takes a little while of getting used to those around you and being comfortable in your own skin to go, sure, I can play a character. It's more willingness to be a little bit mad. And that's something that is not how I naturally am. But if you ever change your mind, I'm always willing to run multiple campaigns. So if I were to join a campaign, I would want to do it with people that I know. I don't think I'd want to do it with too many unknowns. And I'd want it to be a commitment for, like, if it was, say, 6 weeks in a row, I could do that. I wouldn't want to do 6 months worth. But also, I've got so many things to do. Also, I have to ask the question of whether I'd want to do that more than the other things that I currently am doing. So, for example, would I want to play a D&D campaign over streaming? I don't think so. Likely, maybe. But it's not an instant yes, though. That's what I'm saying. If you know anyone who wants to play and want to start a campaign, I'd be willing to DM for you. Oh. Gotcha. So I don't have to worry about what you think about me. Which I already worry about. So we're not adding any extra worries. I already worry about what you think about me. Every day. Every day the little thought pops into my head of, I wonder if Donut hates me. Have you done anything to make me think you hate me? Nope. Does that stop my brain? Also no. Hey. It's just how I'm wired, and I can't help it, and I'm not apologizing for it. Just being honest about how my brain works. You're welcome. You didn't ask to know how my brain works, but now you know. I have an extra item frame. I'm going to make it into a glow item frame, and we're going to run along and clicking things on.
Pass it on.
You shouldn't. You never have to. I know that. My logical brain knows that. It doesn't mean anything, though. Welcome in, Danielle. Danielle thinks I'm amazing. I know that. I mean, I think Danielle's amazing, but so it's mutual. Oh, Pucko's going towards me, Danielle. You know, you can also do the exclamation mark hug and then Danielle. And if it doesn't give you the hug response that you want, you can always suggest a new one to go in the list. You missed my previous comment. I plan to stream my D&D campaigns. Oh, I did miss that. Sorry. When I plan to stream my D&D campaigns. I read that now. I did miss that. Sorry. Fact, Zach is amazing. My Nodders emote. I used that earlier today, and I was very happy with it. When this is the best thing fitting for this. I have a habit of being in other people's streams and trying not to use my emotes. So I will always use someone else's emotes when I can find one that suits. So, for example, I popped into Lily's stream today. Lily is amazing, lovely, and the emote I used, I want to use a hug emote. Whose hug emote did I use? Right, Alexis's. Not mine. I love my hug emotes, but no, I try not to use them whenever I have an option. But I don't have another available emote that does the nodding that I needed for. So I shall use mine. Sorry, let me catch up. Danielle scrambles to give Pugmat a big tight hug. Zach the 6 hug. Zach the 6 hug. Sorry, the bot is currently not subscribed. I know this because I got an email. Which I never asked for, but Twitch decided, oh, we send emails now. Thanks. So I got an email saying, your subscription to ZactheDragon is running out soon. Okay. Disgusting. What, the self-promo? I know. I try not to, but sometimes I just can't help it. Oh, there. Right, with that done, books are in, this area looks tidy, and this looks so much more useful. I love it. Ooh, what is that? Stream Awards. Oh. I'm not entirely sure what that emote is. It's too small to mean anything to me. Oh! It's an award plinth with an award sticking out of it for the like a clip icon, I think. Oh. Oops. Give me a second. History. Store page. I closed the tab. Sorry, I closed my window which had the enchantments on it, and it also had the YouTube channel for Hollow. Hollow? Whichever. So I wanted to reopen that so I could look at the videos later. There. Done! Next step. Do I start digging that way for the tunnel? Just streamer rewards emote and just a lurky on badge here. Streamer rewards emote and just lurky. What's just lurky? Huh? I'm confused! I could dig. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go to the nether. I actually do. I want to start scouting out where I might want to put my slime farm. Not slime farm. Magma cube farm. Froglight farm. That's the one. So we go up the stairs. And I realise I'm surrounded by death! And peacefully rest? Nope. No, I can't. Nope. That emote and other is badge. I'd be lucky. So lucky another. Gotcha. Right. Gotta glide through. Ow! My face. It's fine. Bits go in here to be sorted later. I do want torches. I have my ender chest. I will probably need to grab more food. I'll go to the nether. Nope, they want your ankles. Oh. I mean, they are such lovely ankles. Just occurred to me, this area in here, I have a hoe now. This would be so easy just to get rid of this stuff and make it more open. So I'm less worried when I pop into the nether that I'm going to discover a hoglin running at me from the other side of the tree. I'm not going to do it all, I'm just doing a bit. Makes a difference. At least a little bit of difference, and I'm willing to a bit of work there. That's all I'm doing. Just a little bit. Right. Tidy. We break this. I need to look for a basalt delta. You dumb pig. If I were a basalt delta, where would I be? Could fly out that way. Realistically, I want somewhere as close to spawn as possible, but also big enough. And this doesn't feel like it opens up much. Hang on a minute. That's always been there. Where does this go? Wait a minute. This is my portal to the log cabin. I never realised it was that close. Uh-oh, what? What happened? What did I do? I did nothing this time. Let's Twitch break. Please tell me. What's the uh-oh for? Right. It opens up a little bit. You don't know where your portals go to. I know where the portals go to. I was just really confused that it was that close. I didn't realise it opened up on the same page. Shh. What do you want, pig boy? What up? Not really explored a huge amount near the area. Kind of just dug straight from one to the other. Pretty sure this is safe. Zach, help remind me that the foster kitty in the bathroom will be a great kitty for someone else. I'm totally falling in love. Danielle, you have enough cats. And if you can find a home for it, that would be better, because you are very good for taking in cats that may be harder to home and getting them more ready for a home. So whilst you may be falling in love with it, it's not necessarily the best thing for that cat, who could have a home where they are the sole focus of whoever lives there, and keep space open in your house for the cats that might struggle a little bit more with finding a place. Yes, I do have enough cats. Thank you, Zach. I'm glad that I could be the voice of reason. I feel weird that it's my job. I mean, no one else has relied on me for being the voice of reason. So I'll tell you all. Danielle has 7 cats? Danielle, how many cats do you have? Currently we have 8 and 1 foster. I wasn't far off. Ooh. So this is Basalt Delta here. And looks like these chunks haven't been loaded before. We are not far from spawn. If I can get up above. Ow. Rude. Rude! I'm now above, but not by much. I need to find a basalt delta that's over a lava lake, ideally. Or 5. Does 9 make you have bad luck or something? I mean, cats only have 9 lives. That's 1 per cat. Not healthy. Basalt delta. Let's fly down here. This does not help. Fly over here. Right. So on this side is Nether Wasteland. Over here is Basalt Delta, and you can tell from the ceiling. If I were to go directly above this bit, how bad would that be? So Danielle has 72 lives at the moment. I mean, they're not her lives, but yes. Logically. Mega bad. Why mega bad? Why? See, the basalt goes out to here. So technically, if the farm is directly above this bit, we're okay. Because we're over lava. Or should I just keep looking until I find one that's even more clear? Hey! Okay, that was rude. I'm gonna eat now. Eating seems like a good idea. Where am I and where am I heading? I don't mind heading away a fair bit. Because realistically, I won't need to go to it when I want Froglights. So if it's a distance away, it's fine. These are all new chunks. Evidently. Basalt Delta. Basalt Delta's here, however, this has a lot of spawnable space. This is not Basalt Delta. Milo, welcome in. How you doing? I'm just flying through the scary, scary place of the nether. Not worried about anything. My life, my dignity. All those things. Not a concern to me. What I'd really like is to find a patch of basalt in the ceiling over a lava lake. See, I got a new badge. New badge? Oh yeah, 2025. Speaking of which, has anyone got any interesting things from their recap? Basalt Delta, but again, not really empty space. This got big stuff above. I need lava lake like this and it to have a high ceiling. Or I can make it. So far I got 3 EO members for this year. Well done. Gotta catch them all. New chunks. Pokemon. This is not what I was saying before, but you know. I do need to stop at some point and pick up some more rockets. And ideally, when I'm not in a dangerous place. This would be perfect if this was Basalt Delta. Slip through here. That lava felt very close. This lava feels close. Remember I said about, you know, stopping and getting to rockets? Before it's dangerous. Basalt Delta's over here. Again, too much stuff. I know, technically I need to be up this height to decide that. Haha! Right. We're going to check my surroundings. Put my inner chest out. We'll do that for now. I've got plenty of materials. Ow! Make more. Sorry. Right. Oh. I now can't see. I only got told I streamed 28. Sorry. I got told I streamed 28 stream. And I thought in real life was Minecraft. Not following. Please explain. My little tiny brain. Also, I'm nowhere near spawn anymore. I am looking for a Basalt Delta that doesn't have a lot of blocks. And frankly, the area where Bugbat said mega bad looks like the best spot for it at the moment. And that was so far back and I haven't recorded the coordinates. Should have. Ooh. Ow! My face. Right, one moment. Hopefully nothing kills me while I blow my nose. Right, sorry. Dr. Junkenfix, hours watch 431 and Drath 424. Wow, those are big numbers. Oh, I just beefed myself. That could have gone horribly wrong. Spotify made me feel super old this week. Welcome to my world. Everything makes me feel old. I'm starting to think it's intentional. I see brutes. However, this bit looks safe, right? Nothing can reach me here. See? Perfectly safe. Why do they not seem to care too much? Why do they not spread aggro? Sure, you'd have thought you hit one of them, they'd all go, oi! There we go. Oh, I got plenty. They're dead! All dead! Chest down there. Roots down there, but yeah. We'll deal with that. They set up at 33. Do they guess your age based on your watching habits? What? Why would they say you're 33? I don't understand. Then total hours watched Twitch 9,630 and chat said 93,008. Oh, wow, those are not rookie numbers. Also, that's my exit, and that's where I want to be. Over here. I can do this. Hello. As long as I can get shot off here, we're okay. Hang on, is that's fossil inside the... That's interesting. Let's grab... Nope. I was hoping to grab something a little bit more solid. That'd work. Wasn't even planning on coming in here. Hello, Mr. Brute. Good job, a mad shot. Got him. Right, I don't see anything over there. Could sweep in, grab the chest and fly out. Although, relatively safe here, so let's do this. We'll unload to make sure I've got the inventory space. Smart, I think you'll find. And then when I swoop in, I grab everything and then leave. This is mine. They say I thought I'm 33 because of the types of music. It's alright. Mine would probably be much older than I am. So... I grew up in a household with older siblings and older parents, and therefore a lot of the music I was exposed to when I was growing up was older music. And that's how you leave quickly. Ooh, pick step. Right, not what I was supposed to be doing, but interesting. Also, not supposed to be grabbing those gold blocks. You know. Nope. Just don't need it that much. Leaving. Graceful. Did he fall? He did fall! Being shot! Still being shot, it's okay. Soul speed. This was not my plan. I'm tempted to deal with the enemies here and then head home I can look for a basalt delta closer to home. Realistically, I'm going to be above it, so we should be okay, regardless of what height we're at. In theory. Whee! Spinning, spinning. Should have landed there. That would be a really clever thing to do, actually. If I just land there, I can reach everything perfectly. See? Perfect. Look. And pop. Pop. He did. See? Genius. If I glide across there, should I be able to walk up the stairs? Axe in hand with sharpness. I failed. I failed. Oh, pop and rock music is good. My friend suggested some of the songs. Yeah. Mine. Also mine. I don't know why I'm so scared. I should just run in there and gun them all down, but you know. Something kind of fun about doing it in a way that I'm a little bit afraid for my life. A little bit. Oh. No. Gotta say this looks good. Here.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
There is a reasonable spot, I think. Not perfect, but reasonable. How you doing, Alda? So I'm taking note of that coordinate, but I'm tempted to go back home and see what we can find here, spawn. This is the direction of home. Head back, we'll look for a more local basalt delta. This is more local. Already. I redeemed a second earlier and left to shower. Yeah. Doesn't mean I can't say hi and welcome. You haven't been active in chat for the last 5 minutes, therefore, welcome back. Nothing wrong with what I said. No criticising me. No one's allowed to criticise me, or else! I don't have an end of that sentence, but you get the idea. Or else something. Consequences will happen. Oh. Dead end? Ooh, basalt delta. Hang on. Yeah. Okay, I didn't think I'd thread that needle. Worked out better than I expected. I'm still astounded by how many chunks I've been in today are for the first time. I haven't done a huge amount of exploring in the nether, but we are not far from spawn. I'm surprised I haven't loaded these chunks. Look, new chunks. This could be a dead end. Might not be, but it could be. There, we're okay. I flew into the tree on purpose. You sound like a 20-year-old D&D DM. Wait. I'm not entirely sure how to take that sentence. I sound like a 20-year-old. Sounds good. I'm not sure what a 20-year-old D&D player sounds like. Ah! Panic! What will I do? found the other side! Doesn't seem to go very far. Don't think I'm insulted. Just confused. Which is a normal state for me. Oh, I found the other side that looks like it might go some... Oh. Nope. Let's land gracefully. I mean, this is close to spawn, right? It's not... I mean, it's not close, but it's not a million miles away. Surely I've been here. That looks safe. Let's just... I'll eat and then jump down. Slim. Hi! It's a brute! Wait. Just because when I hit them, they can jump up a little way. Why do they get angry when you hit a regular piglin, but when you hit the brutes, they don't care? Come back! Swap that with this. Sensible, I think you'll find. Right, piglins are snorting angrily. This one. They're somewhere and they don't like me. It's just old pokey. Look at this. I got new emotes. Congratulations! They're not as cool as my emotes, but you know, I'm slightly biased. As I'm allowed to be. Yeah, they don't seem to care if you shoot a brute. Seems so unbothered. Let's just sure there's nowhere for them to drop down. There's no ledge up there. Also helps me find the way out. So that area over there looks like a room. Twitchy bits. Yeah. Again, still not as cool as mine. That's all I'm saying. I hope you like them. Oh. Oh. Right. I probably should unload some of this stuff. There is space. We throw it in. Grab this. There's a ledge down there. Could just land. And cut off the sides. There's nothing else down there, so let's go for it. Oh. Okay, now from here, why are they so unbothered? I've shot so many that don't care. I like the last one the most. That was good. Completely accidental, but yeah, good. Counts. He's going in the lava. He's dead. He's dead. Oh, there's a chest over there. If he can reach me, he will come up. He cannot reach me, so we're safe. I have never seen that before. Ah! When he stepped off. I'm fine! Leaving though. Right. I'm heading home. That's my priority. Top up on rockets. It's that way. Conveniently, the other side of the thing.